We're gonna stack some coins. Living in Japan for over 6 years, I've learned that it's not about how much you spend, it's about what you value. Today I want to share how a bit of minimalism helped me save money. First things first, I'm not saying that I always live well below my means, but for the most part, I've embraced a minimalist lifestyle. I did it not because I couldn't afford things, but because I saw it as necessary. I do enjoy a good time out almost anywhere in Japan. An incredible night out with good music and vibes, traveling around, enjoying every and anything that there is to see are just irresistible. One of the places I frequent is Tokyo. I really enjoy a good night there, but on my night out endeavors, here's one thing I do differently. Some people like myself who do not live in Tokyo head to expensive hotels to rest after ending the night. But I found a cheaper alternative: net cafes. Now, net cafes in Japan are not what most people might imagine, because these cafes offer small private rooms where you can relax or sleep, and they provide a variety of packages and rooms to suit your level of exhaustion or budget. I travel a lot around Japan, and for the first 3 years when I was doing my prefecture hopping, net cafes were my first resort. Especially at late nights, I used to use my favorite a lot. My favorite is Kaikatsu Club. They are in almost every city, and if you become a member, you can benefit from a number of discounts. Of course, it is not the only one available, I just prefer it. So for just a fraction of the price, I could relax in a private booth, catch some sleep, and even enjoy complimentary drinks, ice cream, and Wi-Fi. It wasn't luxury, but it worked. I only needed a place to sleep, not a vacation resort. So if you're traveling around Japan, check them out. Of course, I don't think they are for everyone because the booths are not very big. There are people who want their nice little bed, but if you're on a budget and you can tolerate, sure, certainly check it out. Another thing I avoided: buying expensive drinks at bars or buying too many drinks. It could be from the fact that I don't enjoy alcohol. However, that doesn't take away from the fact that I never succumbed to peer pressure. Instead of flossing the night away in VIP, I'd buy 1 or 2 non-alcoholic drinks for the night and chill. I even had people laugh at me for buying water. The best part? I never felt guilty because I know what is best for me. Plus, I knew I was saving that money for something bigger, which is my future. I have a noteworthy thought. I always wonder, do we really need to drink to have a good time? Or are we just programmed to believe that? It's really easy to give in to the moment and overspend, but remember, what matters most is staying true to your priorities. One of my biggest and best decisions was not buying an expensive car. When it came to buying a car, I went for a second-hand option. It was reliable, affordable, and it got the job done. A brand new car would have drained my savings, and I just didn't see the point in spending more for something I didn't truly need. And this one, I've heard a lot of the investment gurus, the wealthier people, they talk about it. And I want to say to you guys as well, it is so true. I think we have to be mindful of our desires for flashy things. Chasing after them without thinking about financial consequences can put a burden on our mental health. And we often get those flashy things hoping that others will notice, but the truth is, who really cares? Think about it. 90% of our thoughts revolve around our needs. There are some situations like when we have a family member or a child to care for. In those cases, we do think about others, and when we are undertaking philanthropic activities. But even in such cases, we are thinking about how we can help others. Keyword we. So, here are my questions. When you're sick, do you think about someone else or do you focus on yourself? When you're hungry, whose needs are you thinking about? When you're financially drowning, who comes to mind? Me? Be honest. It's a hard truth, but we are wired to be focused on ourselves, and as much as it may sound harsh, it's because of how we've been conditioned. Our minds are naturally geared to prioritize our own needs and desires. It's geared for selfishness. Why should we then force ourselves to please others and not ourselves? For household essentials, 100 yen shops were my go-to. Cleaning products, organizers, even some kitchenware. You'd be surprised how much you can find there. And here's a secret. Items that are at the 100 yen shops are the same ones you'll find in pricier stores like the drugstores. Why spend more on the same thing? Just to be clear, minimalism isn't about depriving yourself. It's about making intentional choices that bring you closer to your dreams. While I prioritized minimizing unnecessary expenses, I also recognized that there were times when purchasing something new or a bit more expensive made sense for my needs. So for me, minimalism meant skipping expensive meals, staying at net cafes, and shopping smart. What does it mean for you and your financial goals? Let me know.